Welcome back, everyone, and it's province. Why? Well, I suppose that happens when you play mid to low tier tanks occasionally, like my ridiculous suit clubbing Doom tank, the T67. Yes, thanks to the fact that there's a on track for the T110E4, I found myself taking out my trusty little murder machine to try and score some of the on-track missions. So here I am going zipping across the other side. And I'm very concerned because I've noticed that the other team has the entire platoon of 3 Luchs. And the only good news is that my team also has an entire platoon of 3 Luchs. So I'm going to come up here. I see that they're following me. And I'm here like, I got to work with these Luchs to try and take it out. Now, of course, I am ridiculously fast. As fast as I am, I'm apparently not faster than the Panzer III-4 and, of course, the enemy T67. So I ducked back into cover because I'm not keen on being killed by the Leffe or the Grilla right off the bat. Or is it just a Leffe? Oh, it's just a Leffe at this one. No, it's a Grilla. Yay! I can totally do this. But I do manage to get the killing shot on the T67. I see that there's a Stug off on my left, so I say to myself, I want to stay able to hold the ridgeline. The Grilla happily chows down on our Covenanter. Now I'm sitting here looking at the Luchs going, I kind of want them to go first, but at the same time, I'm top tier, they're not. So I decide I'm going to do the courage. I'm going to blap this guy. I lose most of my health to the Panzer III-4, but the Luchs come out, drop his health low enough I can finish him off as well. Now, losing this much health early in the match is not necessarily the best idea, but I got my Luchs platoon up here pretty much unscathed. And I know there's a Stug somewhere over there on my left. So I pop out here. The enemy Grill is not a dumb player. He puts a shot here, hoping to score on me. Fortunately, he can't see me. Makes it a little hard to aim. A little frustrating here, trying to kill the Stug. His tracks keep beating it, so I make extra time there. Kill the Stug off. I can see there's a Hetzer moving enemy base, and Hetzer's just found the Grill, and I'm like, must have. But you see the Grill is sure there's someone there. But that's the last shot he's going to take, because now the Hetzer just ends his life. I'm like, excellent. I have a pretty much fully healthy Luchs platoon. I am ready to go. The Hetzer has distracted the enemy. It's time to advance. And I can see that one of the Luchs is well ahead of the others. And the other 2 are back here with me. So it's like, oh, gotta go help his little friend. I see that there is a Martyr, a P2640, and most importantly, the enemy T67, all back up there on their base. And I said, all right, I can't take too many risks anymore with only 100. Was it like 150 health? Not even that much. I don't have very much health. I don't want to take hits of my helmet. Come on here. Carefully put his shot into the P2640. Amazingly, he does not spot me because tier 5 lol. So now I'm sitting here waiting for him to come back out. And you can see the Luchs are also waiting for him to come back out because that's a lot of guns and not a lot of space to move through up there. No one really wants to be the first one to go through that gap. So we're sort of hoping the enemy team is something dumb, like this Martyr does. I'm able to take a nice chunk off of him. That does get me spotted, so because I'm cautious, I decided to back towards this building. I see the enemy M4 on low health across there. I'm going to back up enough to maybe get a shot, but nope, I have to expose myself too much. He's out of reach. I see that while I've been looking away, one of the Luchs managed to evaporate the P2640. But now there's also a T40 showing up, so it's still a bit nerve-wracking to move through here. But one of the Luchs calls for help. He has decided he's making a go of it. They've gotten the T67 spot, and I say to myself, that is one tank that absolutely needs to die. So I'm just going to sit here, and I just start dumping shells into his last spotted position until the kill marker pops up. Excellent. With him removed, the Luchs now have their freedom of return. They've also managed to kill the Martyr. But that's when the enemy Luchs platoon turns up. I managed to plant a quick shot into one as I duck back for some better cover. My Luchs have now gained some halfway decent positions and are definitely putting pressure on the enemy Luchs platoon. I see one is popping up again. I managed to slam a shell into it. This guy's going to continue making a run for it. I guess he doesn't have 6th sense to tell him that, in fact, I can see him. And he is taken out. Another Luchs tries to make a run for it. For some odd reason, I start using the auto lock, even though that means I'll be shooting behind him consistently. Oops. This is a bit of a silly move on my part, but even though this means he gets away, I still have 3 Luchs. They now only have 2 Luchs in their platoon. Right, these 2 Luchs are the only left of the enemy team, because there was another raging battle going on the other flank, which my team has just barely managed to win, keeping their artillery, and our Wolverine alive. The Wolverine is clearly feeling left out. He's advancing, and I'm sitting up here like, I don't have the health. I don't want to run in front of a bunch of auto cannons, because the 67 does not handle that very well. I see this Luchs on full health crosses across the space and does not get evaporated. I say to myself, it's probably safe. And so I come carefully nudging up the corners here, looking around. And that's when the Luchs get spotted on the other side of the valley. They are trying to set up an ambush. So I try and put some shots in here. Get another good hit in on one of the Luchs. But again, I'm very cautious because how quickly they can kill this tank when it's on this low health. So I'm sort of pulling back, pulling forward, pulling back, pulling forward, trying to avoid exposing myself any longer than necessary. But our Wolverine's got him flanked. The Luchs are just spraying down there with shells, and they managed to finish off their last two counterparts to end the match. Let's take a look at the post-game stats of this one. Pretty good, actually, overall. High caliber for first class mastery. Not that we're too surprised by that when I'm driving around the T67 for 4 kills. Take a look at the team's team. I do get first, but you'll see that 2 of the Luchs players are in second and third with their platoon mates still in there. He unfortunately did not get as much damage, so he's sort of in the middle of the pack. But very, very well played to those guys. Personally, not my most stellar game ever. 26 shots, 19 hits, 16 pens. But by supporting the Luchs, I feel like I helped win the game.